Welcome viewers.
Let's play!
Trust my nose, right? I'm not sure what the Vulgus are doing to that tree, but it reeks of the same stench that was at the seed storage. It looks like Jeremy came here looking for this stuff too, so we better grab it all first.
You're next.
All right. I don't know what the hell this stuff is, but we got all of it.
Descendant, we've been waiting for you. Our soldiers have suffered extensive casualties while holding off the enemy onslaught. These resources were seized from the enemy fortress. They must be transported safely to Albion. Seem like they're just trying to hold on to their Kuiper. They seem intent on driving out Albion forces completely. like they're just trying to hold on to their Kuiper. They seem intent on driving out Albion forces completely.
Reload. I'll load.
Hear that, Descendant? We're detecting enemy movements all over the place.
I'll load. You little... Shield is down.
Hear that, Descendant? We're detecting enemy movements all over the place.
Loading.
Vulgus closing in is one that took out a lot of our soldiers. It must be stopped.
See you later. Take this.
Seem like they're just trying to hold on to their Kuiper. They seem intent on driving out Albion forces completely.
Feel the pain.
Stop them before we suffer even greater losses. I'm counting on you, Descendant.
Gone. Shield is damaged.
Like they're just trying to hold on to their Kuiper. They seem intent on driving out Albion forces completely. It would be a huge tactical loss if we surrendered our resources to the enemy. We must defend the supplies at all costs.
Feel the pain.
Vulgus closing in is one that took out a lot of our soldiers. It must be stopped.
I'll load. Come on, Ajax. I'll dissolve you all. Loading. I'll load. Your turn to protect me. Serious?
Always rely on you.
Loading.
Number 17 suspending stealth search and converting to support mission. The enemy is on high alert. Jeremy must have riled them up. They're trying to obstruct our pursuit. We must eliminate them quickly.
Damn it! Reinforcements arriving. Prepare yourselves. Shield is down. Activating toxic phase. Shield is down. Ah, my shield. Shield is damaged. To your death. Damn it. He's gone. Shield is damaged.
A low-rank enemy leader has emerged. Taking them out will force the enemy to retreat.
Feel the pain. Shield is down. My situation is dire. Can't go down yet. It won't happen again.
Operation complete. Colon squads will spread out and continue their search for Jeremy.
Take this.
If Jeremy used his RK ability, then there will be RK residue. He should utilize the environmental collection drones. Unlike the sensor we used before, this shouldn't draw the enemy's attention.
Enzo was worried about the enemy reconverging. We should try to hack their database. I'll provide reports, you take care of the enemy forces.
Load.
Initiating remote hack. Enemies approaching. Get ready. Nearby Vulgus have consolidated their forces. That's not good.
I'll load.
temporarily transferred the Void radar code to this drone. Connect me to the drone so that I can track the exact location of the remnants of the Executioner.
my shield! Shield is down! Load. Be gone. Reload. Take this. Ah, my shield! damaged. Shield is down.
Descendant, I have temporarily transferred the Void radar code to this drone. Connect me to the drone so that I can track the exact location of the remnants of the Executioner.
load. Ah, my shield. See you later. Shield is down. My shield! Loading.
The enemy has found us. Defend the drone until the tracking is complete.
Shield. Feel the pain. Load. To your death. Shield is down. I'll load. I'll load. I'll load. Burn. Ah, my shield. I'll load.
Descendant. Void energy has been detected, centering on the chapel. The remains of the Colossus should be there. I will request Enzo to provide aerial reconnaissance.
I understand why, Lord, the mentality of the farm and stuff. Man, I think I have my mic muted way too long. I don't think I noticed when I had it muted or not, trying to deal with that weird-ass escort mission. Oh, that's some pretty colors. What was that? That's for Volby. Okay, cute, 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 cute. We going all black Dom situation today with her. So, I don't know. Oh, she does give a bow. That's cute. She actually holds her hands off to the side. This is, it's not level. Sitting on something. That's a little better. No jiggle physics, but they do have cloth physics. Oh, man. Okay. I'll probably just take a minute off camera and sort through some of this shit, because I need to open up some more inventory space. I mean, realistically, man, like, I've got to figure out a better way to narrow shit down. Who the fuck can make use of fucking a 1,500 inventory space? Like, really, I mean, except for just hoarding shit because you don't know what you may need. I mean, it's just oh my god, like, Look at all these same fucking weapons, like, I mean, regardless of what I see, like, I basically, just to let you know, like, I've been trying to just limit it to things I'm seeing as far as, like, if I see something gold on it. If I see something gold, okay, I'm gonna go for it. The fucking purple and the blue, it's kind of like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna wind up re-rolling that shit anyway. So fuck it. And the shit that's like for just an attacking a Colossus, for example, I've been considering the fucking ass battles, but to be honest with you, I'm gonna say fuck that too. I kind of like the idea of the what do you call it? The weapons that have like every enemy type on it, because I like a weapon which you could take into any situation. And that's kind of at the cost of having some of those other perks, of course. But I don't know. I like things where I don't feel like I have to switch it out for this and that and the other. Like this one right here, I might hold on to, but like that out DPS is this, according to the numbers, which can be a bunch of horse shit half the fucking time. And this out DPS that, but it's just really taking in the whole Legion of Immortality, I think, my opinion on the count.
Weak point damage, critical hit damage, colossus damage, and firearm attack for the weapons. Also sup, bro.
Hey, what's up, Ashton? I'm glad you stopped through. I've been learning to lean into weak point damage, critical hit damage, colossus damage. Yeah. I mean, definitely, those are all strong stats. Even if, in my opinion, the weapon isn't suited for critical or has a strong base stat. I mean, you got to take in a lot of factors with that, rate of fire, magazine size. They're trying to balance the game, but if you enhance those things, it's always going to be a positive. Now, the Colossus aspect is great if that's what your focus is. If you're going to be using a weapon to fight the Colossus, 100%, rock out with that. I was considering that myself too on holding on to some of these with this Colossus, ultimate stat, but like I don't know which weapon I'm going to want to use in the long run to fight the Colossus. I don't know type enemies. I don't know if I'm going to be using different weapons for each one. I'm not sure. So part of me is sitting back thinking that I should probably wait till I start mid-maxing the weapons, figuring out what I like and what I want to take into dealing with these colossi. So, because I mean, like, this shit just eats up your fucking inventory space at nauseum. Fucking nauseum. And it's just like, oh my god, like, ugh.
Yeah. I tried the machine gun, but it wasn't my style.
Right on. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, like these tactical rifles, burst weapons. I've never liked the way that way that action takes place of the weapon in games ever. Like,
I'm really liking the Thunder Cage.
oh yeah,
China build.
Thunder Cage is strong, hands down. Everybody agrees on that. Nobody's going to deny that.
Light.
You said with the Python and piercing light. Right on. Yeah, hands down. Nobody's going to deny that. That's, as far as it's the strong aspect of those weapons. And yeah, so like, even though I've been holding on to things like this with the, to me that's great. You have both of those stats there. It was I think I just need to just let them go, because the goal will be to roll for gold stats, and that's going to change it. So I think I just need to just limit myself to the gold stats as far as holding on to stuff. Anything else, just let it be. Just let it be. Like I said, I like the idea of things like this where you've got all three fucking factions and you can just roll for the fourth. I even have a couple of drops where I've got all four fucking factions in on it. It's like, I think that's kind of cool. I don't know how practical that is necessarily, but you know you can go anywhere, anytime, and you got a weapon that's going to do good damage against the enemy type. Now, this is firearm attack. This says firearm crit damage. Weapon change speed. Firearm crit weapon change speed. Like, you know, with both of these, I'd have to be rolling for something anyway. It's only one of 4 stats that I would want to have. Because, I mean, really, like, I mean, I've got to figure out a faster way to go through this. Critical hit damage. This is critical hit damage. Another critical hit damage. Like, they just chinch you with these fucking stats with that shit. Just gonna give you 1 and not 2 with that 13. So, like, which one do I stick with? This one gives you, this has 2 gold stats. 2 gold stats. 1, 10, 8. What is this? 10.8 on a critical hit damage. 11.0. Okay, we can let go of this one at least. And I'll figure out the rest later. So yeah, it's like, just gotta figure out a way to go through this a little bit faster. You know. But yeah, critical hit rate, critical hit damage, weak point damage, and fire attack. To me, those are the 4 that I'm looking for. I mean, firearm attack rather, not fire attack. So yeah. Fire crit rate, 13.1, 13.2. Fire attack. So, yeah. I mean, but you know, depending on what you're building for, and you know, all those factors could vary. Like as you were saying for yourself, there, Ashin, as far as what you may like to have. But yeah, this one here with firearm attack and weak point damage, that's great. But I got some of my best drops, in my opinion, in the lower levels of the game, which was funny. But it's like, oh, we give you level 100 weapon now, so we gonna give you, you know, shitty stats, or just, you know, rolls with just maybe 1 gold stat or something, and that's it. Firearm. So yeah, it's like a lot of these gold, you know, level 100 weapons.
That's weird, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, it's almost like you might want to just
Get improved drops right now with LVL 60 weapons.
really? That's funny. Yeah, I mean, you know, you probably get better. Yeah, I mean, just a theory. You could probably get better drops on weapons with dual stats. Like, this isn't too bad, but I mean, don't quote me on that. It's just kind of like what I kind of went through as far as playing the game. Like, it just seemed like I got better stats. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where you can get all 4 factions on 1 weapon. And see, this has 3 out of the 4, but they're perps. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, ideally I want them to be gold, but it's like I could technically lock 3, roll for 1, versus try to roll for all 3 and do it piecemeal until I get all 4 of what I want. So, you know, to me it does have a value to hold on to some of these ones that have purple and blue stats, and you piecemeal. It's a little bit more expensive in the rolls to do it that way, but at least you still have the stat you're looking for. But yeah, stuff like this, level 89, you get 3 out of the 4 of what I would be looking for. Like, to me, that seemed to only really come around on the lower level stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then once I started getting, you know, level 100s, it was like, maybe not. But yeah, 2 gold stats, all 4 factions. That's a pretty strong drop in my opinion. But it's a fucking shotgun. It's a fucking shotgun. You know what I'm saying? You got 10 rounds of ammo and it's out. You're done. You know, you sit there struggling to find ammo. I mean, the ammo drops for these high powered, or what is this? Yeah, high powered rounds. Terrible, terrible. I mean, unnecessarily terrible. But yeah, so I don't know. Just sharing the process of what I've been going through in regard to trying to delegate the, what to keep and what not to keep, and how much stock do you put into these fucking stats, and yeah, like I said, to me, the last time I can recall dealing with this stat shit like this to this degree was the Division. And then they didn't come out with it right away for you to be able to re-roll and get the stat you want. And luckily, the community was in such an outrage about the point that you couldn't re-roll the stats. They were like, okay, we'll give it to you for a cost. Okay, like they didn't know what the fuck was up, bro. It's like, come on. But yeah, look at this. Level 34, weak point, firearm crit, firearm tech. That's strong. That's strong. But it's a level 34. That's how they give it to you. At least how they gave it to me. But yeah, even though this aspect is time consuming and like I oftentimes try to, I've considered like, man, maybe I should just do a lot of this off camera.
Level 34 Dame.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Level 34, exactly. That's the point I've been trying to make. But yeah, like going through this process of deliberation of what to have, what not to have, what I do have, and the stats they're in. Like I feel like if a gamer is watching,
LVL transmission, some of those low level ones.
Yeah. That's what's up. Definitely. That's the reason why I've held on to that shit for this long. Is for that person to go ahead and just do that transition shit with a higher level weapon. Use any one for that and bring it up to 100, and then boom, I'm set. Yep, that's what the deal is. So, but yeah, I figure like a gamer is like that's interested in, the drop probability and the chances of things and what someone may stand a chance to get or not get, might want to enjoy this element of this gameplay. Not really gameplay, you're fucking going through your damn inventories, but you are playing the game technically. What a way to play the game.
Most of my hours are being put into the menus now. I enjoy it though.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. That's good. I mean, yeah, dude, get it how you want to get it. You know what I'm saying? Roll around in it. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind giving it a degree of time to negotiate the stat situation. But like, see, this I'm holding on this because of that gold Colossus joint. I don't know if that's really necessary or not, but yeah, past a certain point, like if I'm spending an hour, 2 fucking hours just trying to negotiate what to keep, what not to keep in my inventory, that to me it's gone too far. Like either I'm confused about what all I need to be paying attention to and consider, or they've confounded the situation. And I think it's a little bit of both, but definitely fucking Nexon confounds the fucking situation severely. Like, I mean, and I think that the best case of that are these fucking reactors over here, where you're going to get a fucking... I deleted most of that shit. But you'll get... Let me see if I can find a quick example of that horse shit. Basically, you'll have a reactor that's for a particular, set of skill. And
The
sub
curse of looter shooters, it seems.
curse. Yeah, it's curse of fuck. I mean, not just looter shooters. It's any of these fucking free to play online shits. They want your time. They want to overly absorb you in the time to play the game because it looks good on the fucking numbers. You're in your fucking inventory. You're not multiplaying with a fucking soul for 2 fucking hours, but yet their fucking ass stats. You know what I'm saying? The data is going to tell the public, we've had this many motherfuckers logged in. Yeah, well, probably fucking 50 to 60% of people were in their fucking inventory for more than half the goddamn time. So you only have half that people to even possibly play with. Like, it's horse shit, you know? But yeah, here we go. Good example right here. Tingling factor. Electric skill power. There's no fucking character in the game that has electric skill power with fucking fire skill power too. You get a subset of fire skill power boost ratio. Bullshit. And I mean, maybe that's something that's in the plan to come out with a character that has mixed abilities, or maybe similar to Warframe, they'll come out a system where we can reassign or give out one character an ability of another character in some balanced way. Warframe has a really good system with that, where you can really create your own catered Warframe to a good degree. You can, but this shit, if, when, maybe that day comes, like, you're gonna keep this shit in your fucking inventory, kiss my ass. But it's that kind of shit that you gotta fucking evaluate and go through. And that's
reactors have some wild RNG.
Wild RNG, yeah, it's confounding horse shit that just piles up in your fucking inventory to try to make you fucking buy goddamn ass more inventory slots. You know what I'm saying? At $50 for 100 fucking inventory slots. It's just, like I said, it's Nexon being greedy. It's being too motherfucking greedy in my opinion, and it's just not cool. It's just not cool at that point. It's not cool. It's not fun. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. The way that goes down. Nope. Sorry. Just don't. 36.4 versus that's crit hit rate, crit hit damage. Yeah. I just. And then when it comes to these DPS numbers, it's like it's just whack and confounded as to what the DPS really is on this shit. And they gonna rate some shit that got a faction on it higher than something that doesn't have faction damage. And you're going, but what if I'm not fighting that faction? But what if you are? Yeah, I get it. When I fight that faction, yeah, I get it. It's going to do more damage against that singular faction. But it ain't doing shit damage of any of that for anything else. But yeah, they got some good ways to keep you in the game. But I say again, it's false advertisement. It's misleading the public with that data, because most people are fucking around with their inventory the whole goddamn time. Oh man, but yeah, level 23, better stats than, or at least for me and what I was looking for, than either one of these level 100 weapons. But I've already got this to level 40 on the proficiency, so all I need to do is use a level 100 to level that one up, and then do some rolls for that shit. But yeah, it's kooky nuts, man. It's like certain little particulars about what they have going on here, not being able to change default skin colors, just how confounded the levels and intricacies of the systems of things of this is. Just, they've just taken it just a tad bit further than even what Warframe does. And Warframe has done a very, very fine job of walking the line and staying under the line. I mean, there's an old British term, toe the line. It means don't cross the fucking line where you got people going you know, in arms against you and protesting against your situation, you know, or people rejecting what it is that you may or may not want to do, even if it's not the best for other people. You know, you toe the line of the circumstance. You're sort of pushing the edge. But yeah, I mean, British Empire was great for towing the fucking line. You know, America, like, you know, Brits were great when British Empire was fairly decent when it came to towing the line when it came to slavery. America coming along, they fucking crossed the line and fucking obliterated the fucking line. I mean, you know, history books teach it. You know, America was more progressive when it came to slavery than any other nation in fucking history. I mean, not just within the colonial period. Like, they took it to a new level. But yeah, toe the line when it comes to these. My brain is just like kind of, I think, overthinking this here. When it comes to pushing that edge and not taking the point too far, and Nexon has misunderstood that. They don't have that concept maybe in South Korea. I don't know. Judging by the lawsuits and shit that they've had, I don't think they do. You know, this gotcha game fucking shits. I mean, you know, but like I said, America, you know, they acknowledge total line, but then they know how to cross that motherfucker hard because they like, well, let's just see. Maybe they might like it. or maybe enough people within the powers that be like it and we can continue to get away with it. Or hell, even if we know we can't get away with it, it'll be a little while before it changes and we get to enjoy it then. Until then, ooh yeah. It's like, really? 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 That's how you gonna roll. That's how you gonna roll. Because it wasn't stated in some kind of way. It wasn't a law against it. You're just gonna stick it right all up in there, elbow deep, until somebody tell you to pull it out. But then it's gonna take a little time for you to just pull it out because you ain't just gonna yank it out because you know that might be even worse. Elbow deep, right? That's cute. But yeah, man, the world is a wild place. Shit to go down. It's wild. But yeah, it's just, you know, and a lot also too is like, I know that I have to spend this kind of time going through the inventory and like, you know, like I said, I'm trying to grow my channel for sure, get it to that next point, and like you know, being on air does give people more of an opportunity to see that I'm here as a broadcaster, you know, to do what's up. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, apologize, viewers. That was the wifey trying to coordinate. My shirt keeps hitting this mic. Excuse me on that too. time with my son this evening, as well as did I want her to bring back a sandwich. Yes, we want a sandwich, please, and we're all good on the time with my son, for sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, just trying to, enjoy the game and try to provide some decent content for viewers and preserve the memory to look back on. But like I said, I think that giving this airtime to this circumstance with managing the inventory can have its benefits for those that want to see what are the realistic possible drops. Not somebody telling you some fucking math shit formula and your odds and this and that and the other, which are, good to know. But, the reality of it is a different bag. What did you actually get? What was your experience? I mean, I know it won't be my experience, but that can give me a good indicator as to the reality of it. So yeah, different folks for different strokes, different folks. So yeah, here we are. Here we are, ready to be kings, princes of the universe. But I seen too much of that song. Might get a copyright strike or some shit. Anyway, so yeah, I think we're almost at the bottom of the list here. Oh, why do I have this? Weak point firearm attack. Colossus Legion. Gold versus no gold. We hold on to the gold. Critical hit damage. Gold, critical hit damage. Firearm attacks. Critical hit rate. Okay. Because I'm going to re-roll this one for it. So, because it's got weak point and firearm attack versus just having critical hit damage. We'll see how it goes. Why do I have this one? Okay, because it had fire attack, whatever. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. And I definitely always like to keep one that has the higher level weapon in it, because I don't know. Everybody talks about RNG and what factors go into play, and if the game knows you want it, you ain't gonna get it. Yep. They have algorithms in the game to see your preferences and what you choose with the game. I figured that out way back when Mass Effect had their first online experience. I'm like, oh, because I chose that weapon. I liked using that weapon. Now when I open up the shitty fucking packs you have to get the next level up on the weapon, that motherfucker ain't going to drop for me. Like, I really considered orchestrating the point of just not playing what I like in a game, or trying to give equal billing to some degree, but definitely not choosing what I like to begin with, to see if I could fuck with the algorithm to get it to give me things that I want. I mean, with this game, because I'm going around with different characters in a way that I am, it throws it off a little bit, just a tiny bit, but just paying attention to what you're preferring. Did they buy more outfits for the character? Did they spend just that much more time with the character? Blah, 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 blah. And they're going, oh, okay, well, fuck you when it comes to a Transcendent mod, because we know you like the character, and we know you're going to play the game until you get that motherfucking ass mod. So, yeah, it says 5%. We're going to make sure it sticks to that, too. 100%. But some people, in the process of having bad luck, others are going to get the good luck. So, que sera, sera. And, it's just that way.
A lot of the Transcendent mods aren't worth the RNG.
No shit. Yeah. yeah, from what I've been understanding and what I've been finding out, I agree. I think I can 100% agree with that, because I say I think because it's interesting that there's a lot of information that is not really stated about these transcendent mods, and there's certain information that people are reporting without reporting other aspects of the information. Like, for example, I think I was playing Lepic. Lepic has a transcendent mod that does not when he uses his fourth ability, it does not use up MP until you use it, which is great because you could actually manage and get off other abilities and then go and then use your four versus waiting for your four to activate.
Glacial clouds randomly. Basically a blizzard grenade. Costs 14 capacity and not as flexible as the Og blizzard.
Right. Well, did you level it up and actually use it? Because that's the point I'm making about this Lepic mod, is that a lot of people criticize it and talk about it, but nobody's invested in it to level it all the way up to fully know what's really up with the mod. Because what's funny is the game doesn't tell you what leveling up the mod does for you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't tell you. And I haven't seen anything out there telling me what it's doing. And I feel like some people are making some assumptions, but I don't know. Like I said, but like I said, that they're not saying and they're not telling me, yeah, I leveled it up all the way, and this is how the mod is reducing my damage, even though I can not use MP during the time of its use. And that's what the big draw on the negative of the Lepic one is that people are like, oh, it's reducing my damage. It's reducing my damage. It's sort of like, that's kind of asinine.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Right.
I leveled it up a bit, but not all the way yet.
Right.
I'm to test for sure.
Right. So yeah, exactly. It's like, before we make that, and I can understand the criticism to it. I dig that. But before making that conviction or condemnation, let's go ahead and really find out what's up with it. By leveling it all the way up, running some tests on it, and then giving yourself and others that reality behind the experience. But there's many times out here with the games, and everybody's exploiting the hype while it lasts for the first Ascendant. Get on it while it lasts. Everybody put out video on this same fucking thing, and give it just change a word or two here and there in some way, give it the clickbait, and it's just like, oh my God, y'all fucking for real? Yo, for real? Calm the fuck down, like, and like, really, like, they're making content in such a way where it's like, you can't be playing the motherfucking game. Or you showed me a scene where you decided to jump in with a group to do some testing. Oh, I could do that in 5 fucking minutes, bro, but you can't be playing the fucking game if you've been in this time making all this motherfucking content. I know. I've been doing this shit for 9 years. I know what it is to play this game realistically. Fuck out of here, because you ain't giving me this shit live. So therefore, you're producing this content offline. Like, it's just so, like I'm not trying to hate on them. Get your due. Trust me, I feel you on that. But it's the degree they take it, man. Like, and how people sweat the nuts of that shit. Like, I'm just like, yo, pay attention to the reality, the circumstance. Yeah, they'll give you some good pieces of tidbits of information, but you got to sift through a lot of bullshit to get what good piece of information is really there. And a lot of stuff is not backed up truly with the reality of the circumstance, and you're getting a lot of scripted shit. I'm in the motherfucking testing room. Nigga, take me to the battlefield, bitch. I get you. You can do a little demonstration, that shit. But now run your ass the fuck out there on that hard mode and let me see what happens when they put the metal when you put it to the test. You know what I'm saying? You know, people giving you some pre-scripted, here's my best moment on hard mode with some fucking build. And I'm like, number one, I didn't see you select hard mode. Number two, I don't know what you're doing to doctor. You could actually doctor this footage. Number three, the health on that motherfucking enemy is vaporizing, and I understand you got a strong damage build, but then I'm seeing how you getting hit by the enemy and your health ain't getting really hurt. How the fuck you got high fucking damage, hitting it like that, and then super high motherfucking survivability? Okay, let me see the shit live. All right, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got it on film, it don't count, no, but let me see it live and on film. Then for me, it drives the point home. And then for me, there can be no doubt in what it is you're bringing to the table. There's no room for any kind of critique to the point. That's just me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, put up or shut up. It's just, you know, and yeah, it just, you know, I mean, because like I say, you would just get inundated with so much shit and you know, and clickbait and hype bait. It's hard not to have a little bit of resentment at the end of the day when you as a gamer value your time, you value the knowledge. You want to give props to those that have taken the time to gain said knowledge. You want to give props to those as well for sharing said knowledge. And now you can't, because you sitting there second guessing the shit, and they're sitting there fucking with you because, you know, they want to get you on their algorithm. Just like, man, I mean, luckily in recent times, I have been seeing people being a lot more critical against broadcasters with that kind of, you know, those tactics. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that trend continues. But you got so many people just hanging off their nuts, just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, mouth wide and slobbering because they fanboys of them or some shit, or they sitting there saying, oh, I'm gonna give you some drops, or you know, win some free this or some free that. You know, it's just like, nigga, I'll pay for that my damn self. Fuck you. You know, I ain't hanging off of it for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, I get the free giveaways. I get the element of catering to your audience and you know, generate more views and subscribers that way. Everybody likes a little free something. I get it. But then when you clickbaiting motherfuckers and misleading them on shit and selling them down the pipeline of that bullshit, and what you really, you know, and you getting people hanging off of the situation because you offering something for free, then it's then that's where I'm like, you know what, that's not really cool, you know. That's not really cool. So yeah, so I've opened up 200, I think another 100 or so inventory slots. Like these here should be a little bit easier to go through, and I'm not going to go through the full element of it, but what I tend to find is easiest to sort of do with these is to kind of choose the reactor type, right? List it by name, and that way you can keep them together and go through real quick and see what you don't want immediately. And to me, immediately is I don't want things that are going to be confounding the point of its skill power. Like non-attribute, if it's got non-attribute, cool, but it's got non-attribute and fire and electricity and all that shit. It's like nobody does this, nobody does that, you know. You know, these things here with when you're trying to compare these ultimate mods, it's best in my opinion to go through and heart all of the ones of a particular type of weapon, because they don't list them when you do them by name, and group them together based on which weapon these ultimate mods apply to. So I'll group all the thunder cages together, you know. See, trying to find another one real quick. Okay, that's all Thunder Cages have. But yeah, all you need to do at that point is just click out real quick, click back in real quick, and then they're all in line with each other as far as what those favorites are relating to that one weapon for the reactor, and it makes it a whole lot faster when it comes to evaluating the point. So yeah, I mean, once I get everything down pat as far as, you know, time saving elements, knowing for sure that these are the kind of stats that are good to go out for and to look for, um, in regard to what, you know, this scenario, that scenario, if that's your aim, because all those things are relevant, relative rather. Then I'm gonna put out some help videos, but that's the only reason why I haven't put out any help videos or certain best guide videos or this the best fucking character and this is S tier and A tier. Like, nigga, what the fuck you know, man? The fuck you really know? This shit just came the fuck out. You ain't played every motherfucker, nor have you mid-maxed all them shits. Shut the fuck up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let people enjoy what the hell they're gonna enjoy, and stop trying to gravitate people to some fucking bandwagon, goddamn ass hype trail hype. I'm just sorry, it just pisses me off. Just blah.
The tier lists are hella whack, huh?
Yeah, man, you feel me, bro? Like, yo, it's just like whack, whack, whack. Like, how do you really know? And do you want to give the you know, the devs any kind of credit towards balancing the game? Like, I know the tactic that these asses like to do with the developments, like, oh, we want to garner some attention and some hype. Let's fucking purposely leave some shit unbalanced, especially when it's new. We want test data. We want people to come play the game. I mean, DC Universe Online used to do that shit all the fucking time. Anything that came out fucking new was OP. And it was just like, what the fuck ever, man? Why the fuck am I even going to use that shit when we know it's going to get nerfed? You know it's going to get fucking nerfed. But people don't seem to... That point doesn't trigger in their brain. All they sitting there going, I'm OP, I'm OP, I'm OP. Man, and, let me spend all this time to get this, and it's just like, I'm OP, I'm OP. And it's like, then now you're not. Now you just spent all this time going through all that time researching, analyzing, building the situation, farming for this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And you're OP for what? How long? It's like being strung out on some addictive drug that just has a very low high time. Like I understand that people do, and that might be their bag, but it's kind of unfortunate. Like, you only high for 2 minutes, nigga. Like, it's fucked up. And now you got to go through the investment again, or you ain't gonna be high for a long time. They bring out some shit that's gonna be off balanced again, you know, and then you go through the cycle of that shit all over again. So yeah, it's some whack shit that just people just don't care to really acknowledge, and you know, there's this evolution to being a gamer. I mean, not necessarily reliant on one's age, because, you know, it's really reliant on your time with and how much you've given it to understand and know. Two different factors. You can have somebody saying, I've gamed for 15 years, but they play maybe an hour every month or a couple of hours, you know, a year. You don't really know. You know, you've been around for a minute, but you don't really know. It's all good. You know, you can know, but you got to have some time with shit to really sift through and understand what's the hype, what's the clickbait, how are they bullshitting you? You know, predicating. It's a predatory mentality. They're preying off of your need to want to know. They're preying off of your desire to want to get good, to want to be good. It's predatory. It's predatory tactics. It's ugly as fuck. And it'd be wonderful if folks really get behind the point of saying, stop it. Just stop. I know you want to make your money. I'm with you. I want you to make your money too. I know you want to get your viewers. I want you to get your viewers too. Matter of fact, I'd like to be your viewer. I like to subscribe. But now I'm unsubscribing and I ain't viewing your shit no more because I can't trust you. Because you're preying on me. You know, I've done that for many of them. Like a couple of times I was like, oh, you could. And then all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? Man, get the fuck out of here. And then you see some shit in the comments. Oh, that's just what they do from time to time. Ha 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 ha. It's like, no, that's not funny. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing one fucking bit. It's not. I'm glad you like it like that. You can stay for that. Go ahead. Like I said, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Some like it wet, some don't. Just say it, man. It's just... some like it rough, some don't. Like, you know, some like it a little half and half. You know what I'm saying? And all the variations in between, what they call it, the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's people all over the board with it. So, you know, enjoy it however you like it. But then when somebody else is sitting back going, yo, that ain't my bag, brah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't knock don't hate on those that knock it, as well as don't hate on those that do like it. You know, I ain't hating on the people that like it. Like I said, I'm shit more power for you. Sometimes I sit back and trip off that shit. Like, do you see that shit? Yo, they getting off from it. Like, what? They got him hung up by his nipples. What the fuck? He's like, I just can't believe it. You know. But yeah, it's just, you know, but there's all kinds of pleasure in this world, and there's all kinds of ways to get that pleasure. And
Freyna is gonna be insane to see.
They can do it. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm hesitant on you know, mid-maxing her until Ultimate Freyna comes out, because she's gonna have better stats. There's gonna be different transcendent minds that are gonna be fused for her, and there's a lot of hard work to mid-maxing these characters and resources. So yeah, I'm 100% with you on that. Freyna's gonna be hot. She's fine, and also too, you know, the way this game has it set up, it behooves you to have, you know, investment in each one of the various different ability types. You don't necessarily have each different character mid-max, but you want to have one for fire, one for electricity, one for the non-attribute, etc., etc. But, you know, by the way, as you can see where I'm going through, the ones that I'm trashing have conflicting skill power stats. And yes, if you're like desperate for a secondary stat that it has, where you're like, oh, I know it doesn't cater to, you know, the chill has, like this one right here. Chill skill power, non-attribute skill power. And it's a single stat, definitely delete it. This one, chill steals power. But you're like, oh my god, it's got 2 different fucking substats for 2 different more skill power. Ignorant. You know, so, but if you see a stat in it that, like if you get 2, like this one here, it's got chill power, and you do need to pay attention when you see some shit like this to know to scroll down to see the other one. Non-attribute skill power, okay, it doesn't work with Frozen or the chill shit. But I'm desperate to have that 705.6.41 damage against the Order of Truth. That's the only reason why you want to keep it.
What's good, bros?
Hey, what's up, Dead Serious? What's happening? Sitting here jibber-jabbering about managing inventory and the bullshits that go along with the hype train and the clickbaiting, you know, especially when it comes to this game here, you know, just jibber-jabbering. Big Tokyo! So yeah, and I'm not that interested in catering to the substats on these things. At least not at the moment, to eat up my inventory space. And if it's not gold,
some eggs and watching the stream.
Some eggs, eggs are good. Putting some cheese on them eggs, some salt and pepper.
Is the inventory space limited?
Hell yeah, it's limited. They start you out with like 70 some odd inventory slots. And then what's funny is this is another thing the clickbaiters and fucking ass hype train motherfuckers out there, YouTube shits, broadcasters be fucking with you. They go, guess what? Inventory space has been increased. You can now hold 1,500 inventory slots in your inventory. Oh, isn't that great? And you're going, fuck you. It cost me 2,500 caliber for 100 inventory slots. That's $50 for fucking, look at this shit. I'll show you. One inventory slot, 25 caliber. Let's give ourselves 100
Rolling
inventory
on the floor,
slots.
Laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
You know what I'm talking about? You talking about look at 2,500 caliber for a motherfucking 100 inventory slots. Okay, look. Let's drive the motherfucking point home. We here we go. Give me a 1,060 caliber. Wait a minute. No, it's 2,500. My bad. Closer you can come is 2,750. So you're gonna get 250 caliber more for $50 fucking dollars for 100 motherfucking inventory slots. You know what I'm saying? But then you got, they joined the Conga session. Yes, what's up? There we go. But yeah, this shit is just tripping me out half the thing. Yeah, exactly. But then I've seen several videos with this shit from motherfuckers.
My next question was going to be, how expensive is the extra space?
Yup, that's what's up. I'm telling you, and I've seen several.
Is wild.
Yeah, off the chain. Seen several of these YouTuber broadcasts. Like I said, I ain't hating, bruh. Get your money, get your strange change. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm just saying, it's some whack shit when you cater to dumb shit, and you get people off, hanging off of some dumb shit when the dick is limp. Whatever. I ain't mention my words on this shit. I'm just saying, bro. It's dragging the ground, and it ain't no good for nobody except for tripping children. I'm just saying, look. Tell motherfucker that you got increased inventory space is great. But then tell them, yo, this shit, they just trying to get your motherfucking money. They charging you for them shits. And so they ain't doing you really no motherfucking favor when they just now giving you an opportunity to give you more for some shit that they could give you for free. Inventory space. Okay, I understand you might want to charge a customer at a certain point, but you only start them out with 70. When you got a game like this, which confounds your inventory space with dumb shit. Wait a minute. I think it's. I missed that comment. And I think this one said that shit is wild. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Like I said, it's craziness, bro. Like, I mean, it's hard for me not to want to trip off the point. And I ain't, like I said, try and bring no ill will or other YouTubers against me. Like, fuck you. They're like, nah, bro. Like, I ain't hating the game, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hating the player, rather. And I'm just saying, so get yours how you gonna get it. But just add that little bit more. You know what I'm saying? To maintain credibility, to maintain, you know what I'm saying, the good reason why somebody bought that ticket to get on the hype train. You know what I'm saying? Just add the motherfucking point of certain things so that people know that you might want to give it a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You might, what you might have to want to look out for. You want to give your S tier, A tier, this the best shit for you, this weapon's OP. Kick that shit off with a disclaimer. And let them know what that disclaimer pertains to, that it may be limited to this factor or limited to that factor, or that really it don't actually matter. It's your preference of whatever you might like and what time you want to give to it, as well as combining your skill strategies and tactics into making it work for you. They don't do that shit, man. They don't add those bits and pieces. Every so often I've heard somebody add that bit and piece, you know. But like I said, with these here, I'm just going through real quick and just getting rid of certain right off the bat obvious traits, sub-traits that don't really work for me. Like I don't want to specialize in one particular fashion with the reactors. I'd rather have a benefiting sub-skill. Same thing with this. I mean, it could come in handy dealing with the Colossus because the Colossus battles are rough. So maybe I might hold on to it for shits and giggles.
You are seeing it too.
Right. Mm-hmm. And like with this one here, I'm deleting it because it's got electric skill power and toxic skill power, and it. See,
review bro copy type videos cluttering up the space.
Yep. And like I said, it's. I understand you want to get your viewers, you need to maintain content and watch hours. I get it, you know, but it's the way it's being got ain't cool, man. I mean, I mean, they just add just that little bit, and it would be all right. 100%. You really wouldn't have anybody really tripping off of it, you know, or going against it, or unsubscribing and disliking because you actually said, okay, this is the actual train you're on. And it's all good because I'm letting you know that seat has piss in it and you're sitting in it. But you're going to your destination. But yeah, see, this has non-attribute skills, electric skills on a toxic reactor. There's no character that has toxic skill, non-attribute skill, and electric.
Gets broken when people chase the algorithm and the numbers.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, like I said, it becomes obsessive, and deceptive.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
I'm glad you dig my sense of humor, bro. Like I said, bro. I mean, it's just, I'm just saying, dude. Like you said, but if you notice, I added, you're going to your destination, but at least the conductor lets you know somebody pissed in the seat. I'm just saying. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's wild. But yeah, with these reactors, that's my first stage with dealing with going through getting rid of things I don't like. Then I'll go through again and go to the different types with their different class just to limit what I'm seeing and to kind of narrow it down. And like, so if I'm going to the ultimates, like I said, the ultimate reactors only specialize on particular weapons. They're not like all the other reactors, which can be, you get your benefit, like it says tactical or rifle weapon class, you get your benefit by having a tactical rifle, any tactical rifle. But with these ultimates, you get the benefit if you have a particular ultimate weapon. In this case, the Albion Cavalry gun mounting. So what I'll do is I'm going, okay, I want to compare my Albion Cavalry gun mounting fucking ass ones. Okay. And so then I'll go ahead and click on them, look through, find all the Albion. See, this is Thunder Cage. Because even though it's listing it by name, it does not list it in order with the sub aspects to what's on the mod, which in this case, the sub aspect is the type of weapon. So he does not list it in alphabetical order. So I'll go through and just favorite anything that is the same name of what I'm comparing to. In this case, the Albion Cavalry shit. And then you can actually just click anywhere and come back to that. Well, wait, hang on. Yeah, back out. You do it that way. Come back in. And why is this down here? This should be up here. Did I not do it right? Yeah, I did it right. It typically lists them in, it groups them all together. At least that's what it has been doing. And for some odd reason, it's not doing that this time. But as you can see, it did group these three up here together like that, and they weren't like that before. I'm kind of clueless as to why this one's sitting down there like that. Materialized mixtures has something to do with that. No, these are all materialized mixtures. That's bizarre. I haven't seen that happen before. Anyway, to the point, you want to then compare the point. And again, same things kind of pertain here. This is for a non-attribute skill power boost, but yet you got fire skill and toxic skill listed with it. There's no point to that. There's no point to that. You can get rid of that. Does you no fucking good. You know, saying they have two substats for abilities that have where there's no character with mixed abilities, you see. And then, you know, the other thing you want to keep in mind too in reducing the brain strain on what to keep or what not to keep, but it does require a little bit of back and forth, is you need to go over here. So if you're looking at non-attribute, let's do it like this, because we got Freyna. Let's go to Toxin, for example. So luckily there's only one descendant that has toxic abilities, and that's Freyna. Some other characters, like what I was looking at the non-attribute, there's several characters that have non-attribute characteristics. Several characters that have fire characteristics. But the point is that when you look at their skill type, toxic for example, see there's a triggering mechanism, so to speak, or how they draw on their ability. And for Freyna, it's tech and toxic, or toxic and tech rather. And she uses a dimensional ability to manifest the toxic skill with this. She uses a tech skill or ability to manifest her toxic skill. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to that. Oops, my bad. I hit the button by mistake. Let me set it up right. All right, here's the entertainment again. So you have to pay attention to those little factors when it comes to evaluating this shit. Again, another reason that confounds the circumstance, has you in the game longer than necessary, because you'll have these, like I said, because she deals with toxin and tech, and toxin and dimension, she's the only character right now that does toxin damage. You want to look for toxic dimension and toxic tech, but something that gives you toxic singularity, a singular skill, doesn't apply. Toxic and fire doesn't apply. So that's another way you can quickly get rid of it, unless of course there's a second stat with it that you're really desperate for, as far as mid-maxing. You don't have another mod to do that with. But when it comes to these shit, hold on, reactors, you know, you want to pay attention to what weapon you're dealing with. And like I didn't have a group, because the thing is that you could have one of these mods and it's like, oh shit, maybe it doesn't apply, but it's the only one you have for that particular type weapon when it comes to these ultimate mods. So you might want to hold on to it. That's the reason why I say go through and select which weapon it applies to first, so you can have that group together, so that you can just kind of more quickly
hanging off of some dumb shit when the dick is limp, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Like I said, bro,
Go back and record that part.
I'm glad you dig my sense of humor, bro. I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be lewd or crude or perverse or vulgar, but
This stream is so funny, man. GG's, bro.
You know, it's just that, I mean, I guess, you know, sex makes the world go round. Sexual sense of humor, or humor, is something everybody can relate to, unless they're super prudish and don't want to admit to certain realities in life. I mean, but, you know, I mean, certain things are just too easy to just say, yo, Like, we all know how people hang off of certain stuff, certain ways. Like, it's just, I'm just saying, I don't know, certain shit's funny. I could be more
Wadidja,
graphic.
Did you know if you could LVL up or upgrade a reactor if it has the role you want?
Yes, you can. Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes, you can. You can do that at your the weapon place. It's at the bottom. You can go ahead and upgrade each reactor twice. That's it. That's it. So yeah, you can improve the stats on them twice once you have what you want, for sure, for sure. But in the process of getting what you want, like I said, you gotta delegate the bullshit of what you don't want and what they're confounding the point with. So I've got more than one of these restored type reactors. So I go through and look through, try to group all these together, and so I can then evaluate the situation a little bit more efficiently. So yeah, so like I said, you back out and it groups it together. So then you're going, okay, good. I got more than one of them, so I can evaluate this a little bit more, critically. So toxic and fire, booty. You know what I'm saying? Toxic, sub attack, skill. Okay, that's fine. I can hold on to that. Dimension, attack the Colossus. If you want something dedicated towards the Colossus, that would work until you get something better. Because anything that has a dedicated skill towards attacking any type of group faction tends to give you really good numbers. And I just de-hard them at that point because I know I'm going to hold on to it. And plus, too, like I said, I like to use the hearts as a means of grouping in this situation here. Legion of Immortality, for example, like, I'm not that impressed against having some extra damage against the Legion of Immortality. So I probably, in my opinion, because I've got more than one of these mods for the restored relic mounting, I'd let that go because it's kind of like, I'd rather have the space and rather have one less thing confounding the point. Skill and fire, you let that go. Toxic tech, that's good because, like I said, if you're not sure, just click back over. Yep, toxic and tech. She's got toxic and tech, so we good. So yeah, you want to hold on to that. I had one more here. So yeah, toxic and tech. So yeah, you good. So these are that's what I would delete out of that grouping there, and then just take the next one here. So I only have one afterglow. I think I have one more a couple of piercing lights restored. Smitherin restored. Okay, that's the one I just finished dealing with the evaluation of, if I'm not mistaken. What's this? Thought I had more than one piercing light. Yeah, I do. So it has dimension, that has singular. Like I said, we established she got tech and dimension. She does not have singular. She's the only one that deals out toxin damage. So I could let that one go, especially seeing that I have another piercing light. And I took the heart off of it, but just to make sure I didn't delete it or something weird. Yeah, see, I have another piercing light. So it's all good. And I have another piercing light here. But look at this one. Singular and electric. We established she has toxic, not electric. So yeah, it's a lot of horse shit that they confound the stats with to just keep you in the game to fuck with you. But yeah, that's what you have to go through to freaking evaluate this stuff and to negotiate your inventory. It to me, it's beyond unnecessary, the extent that it takes it. I mean, this is the furthest I've ever seen a game take it. I mean, the Division took it there. You know what I'm saying? They were asses about it too. But Nexon's taking it over the top, and that's just the thing about it. Like I said in the other broadcast, I like to be, partnered with or be some kind of broadcaster dedicated to them or whatever, however they want to call their little, marketing system for those that want to promote the game, and they give you little reward shits that you can give to your audience, blah blah blah, and you can go in the game and see that they're the this or
so
that.
Complicated these days, it's a meme.
Yeah. They make us into a meme, fucking with the shit. Yeah. I mean, it's unnecessary, but they know the game of it, that you know, because you care in some way, because you like to be the best, or you like to enjoy it, and however you want to enjoy it, you like to get the most out of that enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? It's sort of like, you ain't trying to stick it in halfway unless that's your thing. But I'm just saying, you're going to want to put the time in to figure out how to get it in all the way, in which angle and way you want to work with that. And so that you're going to be the best at what you're trying to do. Now I'm just being funny with the sexual references, but I'm just saying it's people care, and they know that you care, so they're going to sit there and go, oh, you're going to spend all this time playing the game. We got you. It's they tricking you out. I mean, like I said, the oldest profession in the book is prostitution. Like I said, sex got us into existence. It's going to keep us into existence. It's, you know, they even seen how prostitution is even with like bonobo chimpanzees and shit. Male chimp would get a motherfucking bush root, about to chew that motherfucker up. Female chimp come walk right in front of him.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Female chimp would lay down in front of him, spread her legs. Male chimp would be like, put the fucking root down, start tagging. Roll over, she'll get up, pick up the root. She won't even look at him. She like, you know what time it is. This is mine now. And I've seen the footage. The male chimp sitting there looking at her the whole time after finish because he tired. He'll turn around and be looking at her, walk away until she's completely out of sight. I mean, if that's not the classic example of what happens when a man truly wants a woman and all she had him for was, or she gave it up to him for, was because she wanted something he had. I mean, like, primal, bro. Primal. It's been around since the dawn of time. And so these games trick you the fuck out. They trick you. You the trick for that hoe. So they sitting there going, oh, you want this here? This is what it's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you know, and you know, true people out there that know how to really market their shit, whatever that is, they know how to string you out long enough to not truly give you every aspect of what you want. Because it's this weird ass mentality that people seem to want to think is truly out there. And it may exist to a degree.
Prostitute experiment done with rocks where they can trade rocks for food.
Beautiful. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like I said, it's been around since the dawn of time, before mammals. It's, you know, so yeah, it's crazy. So, but yeah, you know, those that know the game truly, like I said, they seem to think that this is prevailing. Now, it's not prevailing in my opinion, but it does exist where people, when they get what they want, they leave. That does kind of exist. But when somebody, it depends on what you're talking about getting. If I'm going to a car dealership to buy a new car, of course I'm going to fucking leave once I buy my new car. But if I'm going to a restaurant to eat some good food, I'm going to keep coming back after I eat the good fucking food and go home and get my sleep and take my shit. Like it's just, like, you got to apply the point to the scenario and the context without taking it out of context and overgeneralizing the circumstance and making it sound like, oh, you know the game, bro. Yeah. When you give them what you want, they're going to leave. Fuck no. Like, if I meet a woman, she give me what I want, how I motherfucking want it, be damn skippy, I'm coming back. Fuck you talking about? I'ma leave. Maybe if I gotta go somewhere, like work, go see my mama, like but I'm coming back. Like, what are you talking about? Like, these games, like, they give you what you want. They're not gonna play the game. Dude, I'ma be in the motherfucking game all motherfucking day to give me what I want. I don't need to go through all this shit to appreciate the point. Yeah, you know, there's some value in the struggle. There's some value in you know, the effort to achieve a goal. I get it. Sure, give me a little bit of that. But don't deny me. Once I've, but they deny you. They string you out past the point. That's the cruelty. They're going to try to hook it up so it looks like we're playing the same one. Oh, shit. I'm glad I peeped out to see this. That's cute. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, same conga. Oh, that's dude.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Yeah, man.
Player's psychology. It's the same reason I don't like Shift Up.
Yeah, exactly. Shit it up. Shit it up. Is what's up. Like I said, all of them out there with the whole gotcha shits, and all these multiplayer games, regardless of who they are on that tip in one way or another. It just depends on whether they do it right enough where you're not upset with it and feeling jilted and cheated by the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? It's like that go back to the oldest profession. It's like, did she actually give you what you came there for, or did she bullshit you about it or try to rob you? You know what I'm saying? Or you knew what was the price going in, and now she like, to put it all the way in. What? Huh? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not bullshitting. True story. I'll admit it. I was a manager for what they call Jack Shack in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I did private, security. I had to carry my firearm, the whole nine. But, I managed and monitored, but we had females and a male actually work for this place where, people come in to cater to a particular fantasy, or to have a little bit of close comfort, but you have the freedom to enjoy yourself, as it may call it. Now, you can't touch them, the entertainer for the situation, and they can't really touch you or your genitals. They can blow on it, but they can't physically touch it. Long story short, though, they had a lot of different things that were catered to it, and you had various different models that they were called. They were actually independent contractors that would try to pimp out the customer to get as much money out of them as possible. But as a manager situation and the owner, we coached them to say, to make sure that they didn't take it too far, because then you got them trying to get physical with the entertainer. They want to break things in, and I gotta come in with look here, man, this is private property, bro. Like, I know you pissed. I know she probably took it too far. It was like, well, what? How did it go? It's been a minute since I've been there. How did? What did they say? Because we coached them on that point too. Oh yeah, the more you give, the more you get.
Ha ha ha.
The more you give, the more you get. And it's sort of like, you can't take that but so far, especially when you can't give them what they ultimately want, which is something that's illegal for the establishment. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with these games. They just, it may not be illegal for the establishment, or it may not be unwarranted that they could give XYZ to you, but they push the element of keep giving us more, and you'll get what you want. Keep giving us more, and you'll get what you want. It's so like, when the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I put in close to 200 hours on this shit. Certain things I haven't seen. Then again, I haven't really been dedicating my time to going for some singular aspect like that. But like I said, these things out here, they just take certain things just a bit too far. But yeah, if you're managing your inventory on these things here, you want to group these as well. You know what I'm saying? Just to try to just limit your brain as to what you're seeing and what you're trying to evaluate. You can group them of course, and section it off. Personally, I like to do it by name, so you can at least keep the types together in the evaluation. Like I said, this group here dedicates itself to fire resistance. To me, that's what's important to have. And but yeah, and the substats can be relevant. A lot of times, to me, the down but not out element one, that's not necessary. Like, and I'm getting 275 more fire resistance, and unless I'm trying to mid max, and I'd rather have that over the 635 substat for the max HP. That'd be the only reason why I would keep that, but I don't. And bear in mind, this is max shield versus max HP. So you want to keep your comparisons relevant as well. But if I was going to switch out my max HP for this max shield, it'd probably be because of the fire resistance aspect. Because 69 shield, though it could be good for mid-maxing your shields, I don't think it outweighs having 958 HP extra. At least for me, anyway. So yeah, so this is a process of deliberation, even every aspect of this, man. Like, it's like, God almighty. But like I said, I got more than 200 inventory slots. So like I said, I just go through this little section right here and then probably wrap up the broadcast, because I want to jump back on before spending time with my son, because I believe I can knock out another character to level 40 if I just focus in on that hard. Because like I said, tomorrow Ultimate Valby's coming out and Luna's coming out, so that's where I'm going to be. That's where I'm sure most of anybody's going to want to be. So yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, I'm just kind of go through this real quick and just get rid of just anything that's obvious that I don't want to hold on to. So it's like I said, max HP, module drop rate down but not out. Like, I'm sure I've got another module drop rate modifier with something else that's more useful to me than a down but not out substat, you see. So like I said, this is just a real quick, deletion here. Not going to go through every element, but basically also too, I would then also too want to compare my module drop rate modifier here if I wanted to hold on to that, if I was going to do some serious farming and want to max it out, max that potential as much as possible. I want to do something like that. But what's funny is in farming in hard mode, I haven't found it that much useful over the point of having something in that's going to help me survive. Especially, but if you don't have the benefit of purchasing these or been awarded through some few limited hour time of these benefits of XP gain, weapon proficiency gain, gold increase, Kuiper, then yeah, this is how the free to play, quote unquote free to play, because it costs you time, costs you effort, costs you a lot. That isn't necessarily money. But then again, if you playing this, you ain't making money doing something else. And even if it, you're this is your profession, like if you got the monetization thing, then that might be a little bit different. But it's still costing you something. But yeah, this, if you don't have those little benefits or perks to increase drop rates of things, then you might want to go ahead and use these, or even use these to enhance those other benefits. So this gives you fire resistance, a 30-23. So that is fairly significant to have that much more fire resistance. But again, giving up a useful survival trait for that extra bit, I don't think is necessary. And again, if you're mid-maxing, you need to push it, and that's what you prefer, definitely hold on to it. But yeah, here's another one. Even though you're getting more health HP on it, we now don't have any fire resistance. So yeah, they like to throw all this shit at you. Oh, don't you feel rewarded? You got all these drops. No, I don't, because probably 50% sitting.
Playing this game almost like a part-time job.
Right.
A lot of hours.
Yes, Ashin, yes. It costs you something. They all do. That's the reason why
Time into other games ATM besides this one.
I have been ever so slightly Warframe and Stellar Blade, as you know, ever so slightly when something major happens with it. But I'm trying to get to a certain point with this before I start, branching off and sort of pacing this a little bit more. And I have other things in my private life too that I want to do as well. But at the same time, this is sort of catch up to feeling comfortable with where I am with my knowledge base with the game, as well as kind of keeping pace with what's happening with it as well. And like I said, before tomorrow, like I said, basically number one, for tomorrow, I want to go ahead and finish. I want to get hopefully these 3, but at least these 2 to level 40. Okay, and whatever weapons I can to level 40 proficiency, because I really want to have my mastery rank to level 20, because that's when I'll get the final slot for the Descendant modules. Because what I want to start doing before I branch out is at least dedicating myself to at least one.
Do as I say.
Even though my face is covering it, this is Freyna that's sitting under there. 1 or 2 of the, maybe even 3, but that's a lot. Even 2's pushing it. But dedicate myself to 1 or 2, like I said, maybe it's 3 at the same time, mid-maxing, okay? Or at least definitely, like I said, just dedicate myself to 1 and then going down the list and dedicate myself to all the ultimates, mid-maxing them. Because each one kind of serves a particular purpose at the moment, and each one has a specialty at the moment. There's no crossover when it comes to their benefit. Like, there's no 2 fire ultimates right now. There's no 2 electric ultimates right now. There's no 2 non-attribute ultimates right now. There's no 2 cold ultimates right now. In Glee,
Grind for an ultimate. Sounds like fun.
yeah, right.
Hold on a little longer.
Now, Glee, I take that back. Glee is a non-attribute ultimate, but even though she's a non-attribute ultimate, the way
Let me tell you
Ajax is, she's in a completely different category as far as her functionality in the game. So I'll want to mid-max her because she's fine. She's badass and she's a mad DPS dealer. So I definitely want to dedicate myself to that, but get on the way of the whole mid-maxing scenario and the direction I want to go with that before I start sort of going back to playing a little bit more Warframe. Also to this Marvel Spider-Man I do enjoy. There's a couple of new outfits where I feel like I want to do some dedicated broadcast to, besides just covering the point that they came out with said new outfit or whatever. I'm looking forward to that. Level 87 defense. What's that? Why do I have a... Hold on. I'm surprised that's even in here. Defense. HP. I should have a defense that outdoes that. 1814. Where did that even come from? There's no need to be in there. So what I'm going to do is take a 5er real quick. And then I'll probably more like 10-20 minutes here. Because I want to put my thumbnail on for this, add a little description to it. Maybe chew on that burger my wife brought back for me. And seeing that we did a female, we'll be back with Enzo and get him to level 40. I'm not going to deliberate the point on him too much or spend too much time with him because Enzo's okay. But again, I really would rather wait to the ultimate version to give it more time. And like his abilities to me it's a lot to negotiate with dealing with him. I mean, he's cool. He's cool. He can have some serious DPS, mind you, but and you know, he can have a great team function, you know, role. But like I said, right now I've got a goal in mind to do. So we'll probably do, you know, this fortress mission more so than not. I'll probably add in something else just for a little bit of variety, but I'm not 100% sure because, like I said, I'm on a time limit. You know, between now and tomorrow, when Ultimate Valby and Luna come in, and we're gonna want to spend some time with them because they fine and they look like they super cool to enjoy. So definitely, I appreciate you all for coming through. Thank you all viewers for enjoying my jibber jabber and my opinions about things, and you know, and just sharing, like I said, what all I've come to understand about the world and the way of things. It looks like she got a, you know, it's just shadowing. It almost looks like she got a tan line across her top. Interesting. Like I said, be back in about 20 to do some Enzo leveling, and we'll go ahead to the title screen, and then I'm gonna go to the start screen so we can see Freyna in some poses, and I'll choose a thumbnail from that for this video. And
Sounds good, man. Take care.
all right, definitely. You too, Ashin. Take care. I appreciate you, man. For sure, for sure. But yes, thank you all viewers, and I'll be back soon. So yes, definitely take care and enjoy.
Thank you for viewing.